Never seen anything like this one before. We got a jam-packed show for you today, guys, with all new gear and equipment. Stuff from Gravely, stuff from Aaron, stuff from ASV, stuff from Kawasaki, stuff from DeWalt, blah, 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 blah. If you guys didn't have a chance to make it out to the Equipment Expo this year, don't worry, because I'm going to try to bring you all of the coolest stuff over the next series of videos. So sit back, relax, and let's have some fun today. What else is new by Gravely?
We've got 18 new families between Aaron's and Gravely this year. So we also have the...
Good morning, you guys. We are at the Kawasaki booth, and they have a brand spanking new EFI engine. And here's some of the important differences that you guys need to understand. Jason, come on in here, right? So Jason's from Kawasaki, and this is built from the ground up as an actual EFI engine, not as a carbureted engine retrofitted to be an EFI. So tell me a little bit about the critical differences with the new Kawasaki engine, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, so different from some of our current EFI engines that were designed as carbureted engines and we added fuel injection technology to it. This was designed solely to be an EFI engine. So with lower displacement, we were able to produce higher horsepower and better fuel efficiency.
So they breathe better and they pump out more power.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Okay, so here it actually is. And these are already going into mowers right now. Bad Boy has them, and it's going to start to work its way into the other brands as well, probably.
Yeah, so as OEMs see the engines and they're able to test them on their own units, I'm sure in time you'll start seeing more product lines with these engine offerings.
So that's new from Kawasaki. And just remember, make sure you buy an engine that's made by an engine manufacturer, not from someone that produces faucets. So DeWalt is coming out with a whole brand new line of handheld chainsaws. I mean, what other kind of chainsaws is there? But let's take a look at the smallest one that they've got coming out in their lineup in a minute. But before that, let's just cut this big giant log for fun.
8-inch pruning chainsaw. It's about to launch now. It'll be available everywhere next year. We have our integrated tip guard here to help on upcuts, where it will help lock in and prevent vibration to make an easier, smoother cut. We also have a bottom mounted motor for easy vision as you're looking up to make your cuts as you're reaching. So I'll just make a couple cuts real quick.
Question for you guys, any of you run any DeWalt chainsaws, and if you do, what do you think of them? Let me know in the comments down below.
Not really sure what it is, but I think it looks cool. Yeah, you got like a dump bed and a scoop on it. There's a big bad brother next to it.
Always makes me wonder why a company brings something as cool looking as this thing out, but doesn't actually run it. This thing looks like it would pick up, throw the dirt right on itself, carry it to wherever you want to go, and then dump it off. But we can't tell how well it'll do it because it's just sitting there doing nothing. So what do you guys think of this design? And if you run anything like this, comment down below. Question for you. What do you think would happen if steel chainsaws and Ferris mowers got together and had a baby? Answer? Let's look. Steel's entering the stand-on mower market in 2024. What do you guys think about this? What does that look like? You guys recognize that from anywhere? I've heard some people say that it looks a little bit like a Ferris. Does it to you? This next mower is absolutely perfect for anyone that has an injury in their left arm or shoulder, or maybe is missing their left arm but still wants their mow and they can't do it quite as efficiently with their zero turn where it requires two hands to operate. But if you happen to be missing your right nose picker or it's injured, you may want to pass on this next mower. So guys, this is Just Right. If you say his name fast enough, it sounds like Just Right. So how are you, Just?
I'm wonderful. Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
So this is our brand new 54-inch ZTR, all battery powered. So it's powered by an 80-volt battery. You see here, so a 10 amp hour, 80-volt battery. This comes packed with 3 of them, and then you have supplemental 40-volt battery. So we for a long time have had handheld battery-powered equipment. So what this allows you to do is extend your runtime. So you're getting up to 4 acres of runtime.
I don't know about that. He said 4 acres of ground. So I'm going to rely on you Ryobi guys, because Ryobi's been out for a while. But if he's not lying to me, that means he's mowing all of this ground all of the way around out there to clear out to those woods. We'll come over here. You can see we would keep mowing that way. Plus mowing clear down to my neighbor's house out there all the way over, plus going to my front yard and cutting all the way around to over here. So if you guys have any experience with Ryobi mowers, can you verify that they can actually cut that much ground? Let me know in the comments down below. Are you telling me this is the same battery that goes in your tool system as well?
Absolutely. So you take a look at the chainsaw demo over there, the blower, hedge trimmer, everything there. Over 75 products that run off of that same battery. Now you can use it to supplement the runtime in your mower itself.
And you've got a joystick control on the side.
Correct.
This is something new.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Correct. So the thought here is, you know, if we look at the consumer market, I think there's a lot of folks who inherently are a bit intimidated by the traditional paddle shifters. This gives them all the maneuverability, all the controls that you get and the time savings from a traditional ZTR, and something that's a little more straightforward. You got a generation that's grown up playing video games. Hey, same way, you know, you look at high-end yachts, they use joysticks for their controls, so everything goes right off of that control, can do a quick 360.
And Jess, this is out now.
Correct.
All right, and that's new by Ryobi?
Correct. HomeDepot.com.
There you go.
All
Thanks,
right.
Jess.
Awesome.
Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
Quick rundown again. Square barrel, just simple, lays nice and flat, easy to rig. Push broom actually goes in it.
Whoa, Dirt Monkey. You showed this thing before. You're wasting my time. I can't get that 25 seconds back. Well, you know what? What you're going to see next is made by a small business owner. They're just trying to live their dreams. They don't know I show their stuff ever. I've got no interest in the company in any way, shape, or form, but I do have an interest in helping small business owners. So I'm sorry if I just stole an extra 20 seconds of your life. Hopefully, you won't hold it against me.
In, rolls over, smooth bottom for easy dragging, placeable rub guard that'll snap off so you can rotate, remove, place, recess handles. They're a little jammed up, but they actually work well because you can line them up like this, dump bulk material in. It's really just a storage container for a lot of different reasons. Last thing is right here, you flip it upside down. Instant safety cone for you guys out there on the roads. Thanks for checking us out. We're here at the Expo, so stop on by.
Square barrel.
Thanks, guys.
We are in the ASB booth, but you guys have a couple new things coming out. Attachments are one. Okay, so walk us through the attachment first, but then there's something else I do want to touch base with you on. What's your name?
Ben Cardwell.
Ben, nice to meet you. All right, so Ben's with ASB, so walk us through what we're looking at with this thing.
So this is the new depth control mulching drum, ASV branded, optimized for our machines, released in October 2022.
What do you mean by depth control?
So this is, you got these rings here, control the depth of what you're cutting there. So you can really get, you know, cuts really stringy material, excellent for that. Standard drum, you're not going to have that control, but it's excellent for rocky soils.
And you can, and this is brand new. And the thing about ASB that these guys need to know is that you actually marry your drum to the machine.
Correct.
Right? So before you just hook it, it's not just grab and go. You guys actually have a program in the machine that optimizes the performance of the forestry head?
Optimizes for our machines. This is the first ASP branded mulcher.
The second thing that's new is Yanmar. You now have an RT50. Can we go over here? Your RT50 is powered by a Yanmar engine, is that right?
Yanmar powered RT50. So
Okay.
it's an RT50 and the RT40. This is 8% more horsepower than the previous model.
8%.
8%.
When did that come out?
This came out this summer.
This summer. Okay. Is this available now? So if guys wanted this RT50, could they get it with the Yanmar engine? Because they're
Yes,
going to want that 8%. That's a huge difference.
These are being manufactured right now.
Okay, so one of the things I want to show you guys about the 50 that I've used this 50. One of the things that I want to show you is underneath, and it's right here. This is the magic of this machine, and it doesn't look like much from this point, but do you see that track right there? That is the fattest track on the smallest machine you can get, and that basically means you're going to float. And when you look at the ground clearance, is there anybody that has ground clearance like this in the market right now?
I think we're the leading in the industry.
Right. So the ground clearance is huge. You're not going to find a machine that's going to float better than this little one right here. And this is one of our inside of our company, this is one of our preferred machines, is the RT50. I don't know why we haven't bought one yet, but we love them. So that's just something that I wanted to point out to these guys.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. Thank you. Much appreciated. Let's keep going, you guys. Let's see the next cool thing.
This that I can give a picture on.
So all of your tools and attachments fits right into the bucket of the skid loader. Here it is in real life, right here. Look at that.
I seen this the other day.
And it goes up and on, and you back straight out.
They can go in and they can go in all the way around. They can go in any side that you want. There's pockets going both the
We are looking at this new Gravely stand-on mini
We're to roll. The cars are. We have to walk to ride shoes. Cars are.
Okay. And this formerly was what? Was this
Was Thomas Equipment.
Thomas Equipment? Okay. And what should we know about this?
A variety of things, Stan. It's coming to market with 3 SKUs in diesel. You'll have a wide track, a narrow track, and a wheel unit in diesel. We call it the 200 series. Then we'll have a wide track and a wheeled unit in the gas. You'll have a 25 horsepower Kubota in the diesel, and you'll have a 24 horsepower Kohler in the gas model.
And is this available now?
It is not available now. It'll be available late spring.
Late spring. What is the price point for something like this?
Still kind of defining that right now as we work through some components. When we bought this from Thomas, they were building a handful a day. Obviously, we're going to build a lot more. So some of the component suppliers couldn't keep up with what we need, so we're having to do some different component suppliers. We're having to test a little bit of that. So
how's the warranty going to be on it?
Right now, it's planned for a minimum of 1 year full warranty. It may end up as 2, and we're still kind of defining that as we do that component testing.
When you say full warranty, do you mean an hour limit or no hour limit? Just 1 year, if you put 10,000 hours on it, you're still good, or is it 1 year, 1,000 hours?
At this point, we haven't defined in hours.
Okay.
That's yet to be done.
How about attachments? What is this going to run?
Yep. So it's got your standard universal.
We can get this deal closed.
And that way, you can end users, whether rental or landscape or governmental, can use a whole variety out there. We will stock to begin with a bucket, a 4-in-1 bucket and forks, and then we'll have an affinity agreement with Erskine that our dealers will be able to get the full offering from Erskine.
Are the auxiliary hydraulics, is that standard on these?
Like you see here? Yes,
Yep.
sir. Yes, sir.
So these auxiliary hydraulics will be on them?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we feel that's a huge advantage because let's say you've got a stump grinder or something you need to throw more to, you've got that capacity. That's one of the things we'll talk up here as well on Stan, is when you see the ABO, the AB and the O and the I, you're able to determine where you want to put the hydraulics. So if you're needing to have full speed, you can put it in BI mode and it allows you to throw all the hydraulics forward. Or let's say we're doing that, running that auger, you're able to then put full hydraulics to that auger. And then as you come around here, you then have infinite control where you can get in there and be able to feather it where you really have as full as control to your attachment as possible.
What else is new by Gravely?
We've got 18 new families between Aaron's and Gravely this year. So we also have the ProTurn 300, the ProTurn 500, Mach 1. We have the new ZTX, the new ZTXL. We have the Z Stance. We have a Pro Stance EV, which is the brother of our ProTurn EV that we debuted 2 years ago. So we have a lot of new stuff on the Gravely side stand.
Oh, okay. And is this stuff all coming out in 2023? Is any of this released, or what's going on with the
Yeah,
schedule?
so everything you see here will be coming either late this fall or early next spring. Very similar to what we've done in the past.
And will this be actually available in dealers?
Yes, be available in dealers, yes.
Okay, very good. All right,
Stan,
thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Never seen anything like this one before. It's a vacuum for skid loader. It'll suck up water, liquids, landscape rocks, grain, gravel, and it collects everything right down into this bin. And here's the heart of it right back here. By Beekman. Since I started this channel, I get to work with a lot of different companies. Sometimes they ask me to do things or say things, but then some companies ask for absolutely zero in return. And my main channel sponsor has never asked me to promote them in any way, shape, or form. And that's these guys. Their sponsorship helps me get out to these shows. And I just want to give a big shout out and thanks to Jobber, because when a company sponsors this channel but asks for absolutely nothing in return, it just tells me that that company must be pretty confident in the product that they're supplying will speak for itself. And I will tell you right now, they don't know I'm making this. They don't know I've made any of the videos. Anytime you've ever seen a Jobber shout out, they don't know anything about it. I do it because we actually really love using Jobber. It's streamlined and helped us inside of my actual real company to make things better. And anyway, that's all we've got for you on this one. And hey, you know what? I don't want to say anyway. If you guys, I want to hear from you guys. If you guys have used Jobber, what do you think of it? You tell me your experience with this company in the comments down below. But that's all I've got for you guys on today's video. Doesn't mean we ain't got more coming, because we do. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. Anyway, God bless. Go get them, and I'll catch you guys on another one.